Yesterday, we saw the release of the Jordan 4 Fire Red released via a shock drop on the Nike SNKRS app. I get asked two main questions around shock drops and sneakers that I want to help you guys answer today. One of which is, how do I know when the shoes are going to release via a shock drop? And how does the Nike SNKRS app work to actually let me buy the shoes? You and me alike watching, we have all taken L's on the SNKRS app. It is really difficult to actually cop on the app. But in this video, I want to explain to you guys 3 simple steps on how to actually cop on the SNKRS app here in 2020. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and keep it locked to the channel for all of the other sneaker related content I post here on YouTube. But for now, let's go and get into today's video talking about how to cop the SNKRS Shock Drop. So the first thing I want to cover here is what exactly is a shock drop. So if we look to yesterday to get some info on it, we saw the Jordan 4 Fire Red release via a shock drop randomly on the Nike SNKRS app. So what this exactly means, a shock drop is a random release of a sneaker on the SNKRS app that is typically not out yet and hasn't released. So for instance, the Jordan 4 Fire Red, since the shock drop is over, we can see on the page now, it says that it releases in November. So it did a surprise random release yesterday for a short little window where if you bought it, they'll ship it to you now and you'll have it over a month before the release. So that's typically what happens, and it's essentially just a random release on the Nike SNKRS app. So the next question is, how do I know when these releases are gonna happen? And to answer that question, there are 3 main ways that I want to explain to you guys about how to know when these drops will happen. So one of which is one that's supposed to happen all the time, but historically does not. That first way is just via a push notification on the SNKRS app. So looking to yesterday, that actually did happen, at least for me. I'm not sure if everyone got the notification, but it's supposed to. Historically, they are very bad with that, at least right now, where if a shock drop happens, a lot of people don't get the notification, and you may have no idea that the shoe even released. So always look out for that notification, but if that doesn't happen, or you want additional ways to check when these shock drops are gonna happen, and let's say you're over on Discord for the second way, head to the Discord server in the description down below. It's my free Discord community. I will post there as soon as the shock drop happens so nobody misses out. I did that yesterday. We had people actually get the shoes from that Discord server, so it's a great way to go about it, and I will always post when that happens. The third way is if you're over on Twitter. If you're over on Twitter, again, feel free to give me a follow. I will always let you guys know on Twitter as well. But you can also follow accounts like J23 or SoulLinks by turning on the post notifications for their tweets. They will let you know as soon as when those drops happen as well. They do a good job of that, of posting when, restocks in general happen, new releases, things like that. So they're good accounts to follow as well that will let you know when these drops happen. And finally, now we've really covered half the battle between now knowing what a shock drop is, knowing when it's going to drop, and when the drop is actually happening. The third thing to know here is just, what do I do when it's happening? How do I actually cop? How can I increase my chances? All things like that. So in short, there's really no way to game the system too well because it is a random drop. But that actually also helps in your favor as well. Because it is a random drop, less people are going to be on the app trying, and you have a much higher % chance of actually being able to buy the shoe. So just participating is going to help you so much in actually being able to cop because it is such a random release. But the thing to know about these sneaker shock drops is most times the way they're going to work is essentially a short 3-minute raffle. So the way it works is, yesterday we saw the release happen at noon Eastern Standard Time. So by 12:02, 12:03, if you didn't get your entry in, you already lost. You needed to enter as soon as possible, really between 12 o'clock and 12:02, because the way it works is at that 3-minute mark is when they start sending out the winners. You can verify this by, checking the charge on your card if you successfully go through. So if you even have charge notifications on a credit card that you purchase with on sneakers, you'll see that charge go through right at 12:03. So that's a way to know how exactly these things work, and just be sure to get your entry in as soon as possible, because most of the time these raffles, raffles as they're kind of considered, only last 2 to 3 minutes, so you need to be sure to enter as soon as possible. So really that's all you need to know, and just be there and be present to actually try and cop, and you'll have a very good chance of copping via these sneaker shock drops because so few people actually try compared to a regular 10 o'clock Saturday sneaker release. So hopefully this information helps. It's really helped me once I figured this out, and once I've paid attention to this. I've copped a lot of things on the SNKRS app via these sneaker shock drops. My favorite one being the off-white ones back in the day. You just have to be there and participate, and you'll be able to cop. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. I really want to help you guys cop. Again, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys again real soon on the next one.